In this video, we're gonna go over how to set up a Raspberry Pi Pico. This is gonna work for Pico 2 as well. In this example, I'm using a Pico 2 that I just got. To set up Pico, we're gonna download Thonny IDE and make sure you have Python installed as well. I'm using Windows, so I'm gonna download the exe version. Download the correct version depending on your operating system. Once the download is complete, the installation process is fairly straightforward. The other thing to note would be you do have an option to use VS Code, but setting it the Pico using Thonny was much easier than setting it up with VS Code. The VS Code was not the best, so I would recommend using Thonny. But if you like VS Code, feel free to give it a try and do let me know in the comments how it worked. Once the installation of Thonny is complete, let's connect Pico to our computer. So for this, let's press on the boot button, plug it into the computer, and just let go after it's plugged into the computer. So if we go back to our computer, we will see a new drive pop up. In my case, it's RP2350. It's showing up E drive. On my Thonny, I'm going to go to install MicroPython. On the target, I'm going to select the drive that popped up. We see some options. So this is Raspberry Pi 2, Pico 2, so that's the option I'm going to select. And Raspberry Pi Pico 2W, depending on whether you're using Pico or Pico 2, select the correct variant for yourself. Click on install. The process is fairly simple. This is where I was having trouble in VS Code. With Thonny, it seems to be much more simpler. Once that's done, the basic firmware for the Pico is installed. Now let's run a simple code to blink the LED. When I try to run this, I ran into a problem. I'm going to try to save it and see if it solves it. Right, let's call it blink, but if you want the program to run continuously every time you plug it on, you want to save it as main.py instead of blink, what I'm doing. See, we're seeing the issue again. So the fix is take the Pico out and just plug it back in. In this case, do not hold the boot select option. Just take the Pico out and plug it back in and try to run the command. This should solve your issue. And I'm going to do the same thing here. We should see that when I run it now, the Pico is blinking. Yep, we can see the LED blinking. That's all, guys. Do let me know if you have any questions. I will try to make more videos on how to use Pico as we move forward.